Good evening YouTube, Mighty Grimlock back with another late night video for you. Not as late today, it's 5 to 1 in the morning and I'm sitting around on my arse as I tend to do, and I decided, fuck it, it's been a while since I've done a Transformers video, I'm going to do one now. So I wasn't really sure what to do. I had a little think, had a look on my analytics for the first time ever, and you're a bunch of sadistic bastards, you lot. The video that you've watched more than any other ones was my Power Core Combiners one. Stakeout, you fucking daft bastards. So I thought I'd treat you to yet another Power Core Combiner. Here we have Crankcase. He's the only other one I have. I only have two of them because after that I got sick of them. Decepticon Crankcase. He's very nice. Actually, I quite like him. Much the same as I did with Stakeout, the Autobot one that I had. I like their little deluxe vehicle modes. I think they're really, really neat and tidy and nice. This is obviously a repaint of Huffer, who came out earlier in the line, who didn't look very nice. There you go. I didn't think he looked very nice anyway. This is a much nicer version of him. He looks very, very tidy and neat, and I do like the colour scheme. It's a beautiful colour scheme. Blacks and greys and this sort of funny turquoise. And look, nice Decepticon logo there. It's tasty. If only it wasn't ruined by these stupid blue fucking pegs. I hate those pegs. Anyway, he is a nice little truck mode. There's quite a bit of detail on him, which hopefully you'll pick up some of this. I know that with black Transformers you can barely see anything a lot of the time, but obviously a lot of this is paint apps. All his windows are paint apps. The front bonnet is paint apps. This funny bit on the back is paint apps, which for a deluxe combiner figure I think is pretty cool. I do like that. I still have issues with this mode, mind. Obviously the pegs being the main issue. The other issue is that you can quite obviously see his head there. It's kind of hidden away in the bumper, but yeah, that's his head basically, just on the front of the vehicle. So that's a little bit shitty, but never mind. What can you do? It's just the way that they're designed, isn't it? Yeah, but on the whole, he's an absolutely lovely little vehicle mode. Kind of Optimus Prime-ish. No, he's more along the lines of Motormaster, I would say, and you'll see in a little bit. There's a definite Stunticon vibe going on with him, but yeah, there's not much more I can say about that. So that's Crankcase. I've got his name there, fucking hell, in his vehicle mode. So we'll now go through the drones, because as you know, Power Core Combiners come with 4 drones, which, when you plug them into the shitty blue pegs, do a shitty little transformation and become arms and legs, or what accounts for arms and legs. There's somewhat skeletal and malformed, club-footed, fucking elephant man appendages. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Right, what am I going to start with? Probably the shittest one out of the lot. I'll begin by just saying that you probably already know this, but I'll tell you anyway. This repaint comes with various appendages that have also been repainted from other Power Core Combiner packages. You've got 2 from the aerial bots and 2 from the Combaticons, I believe. So we'll start off with the aerial bots. This is probably the worst. This is the attack helicopter drone, and as you can see, it is shit. It's fucking it's I mean, there's quite a bit of detail on it. There's some nice little paint apps on it on the front there, and a nice little Decepticon logo there. The rotors spin round. You know, it does everything it should do. It's got this gigantic blue port on the back, which just looks a bit shit if you ask me, but that's obviously where you plug in the shitty blue pegs. But this is quite loose. I mean, this tail just drops down quite easily. The gun just flicks about, hangs loose there. So I haven't really got much to say about that. It's been repainted from the aerial bot version, obviously, and it now fits in with the overall colour scheme of this one. So it does have like a decentish paint job on it and coloured scheme, but it's a horrible limb. It's not a very good drone mode, and when it turns into a leg, it looks awful. The other aerial bot is probably the best one out of every power core combiner I think I've ever seen. It's a lovely little, is it like a spy plane of some sort, I think, with the big satellite dish on the top. But it looks really nice. Lovely drone. And you know, you can barely see that's the port there on the bottom, so it's all hidden away. It's got some nice guns on it, big fuck off cannons here, and little guns on the front. And look at the paint on the wings. This is all paint apps, this. And there's also shiny paint on the radar dish there as well. And it looks lush. I love that. This is the best thing that has ever been in a power core combiner, until it turns into an arm, and then it looks shit. It's like a big fucking spade, like that. But anyway, you'll see that in a minute. Next we have the two repaints from the original Combaticon set. We have some kind of missile bulldozer. Yeah, don't really know what that is. Two big fuck off missiles, which obviously just painted on, don't move, and this big bulldozer bit on the front, and some like tank treads. So I'm sure this is based on something real, but I've never seen anything like that in my life. But I'm not really a military buff, so who knows. Again, this has got some lush paintwork on it. A nice little Decepticon symbol there. All these funny little technological looking circuitry things, they're all paint apps, and they've been very well done, and they look lovely. The last one is probably my second favourite. This is some kind of missile attack car thing, which looks nice, except for obviously the big fuck off port on the front, which anyway, it becomes the leg, this one. And again, lovely paint apps. Red windscreen, which matches in with the red cockpit on that, which is again is a nice little feature. They all sort of match together. They all look nice together. That's pretty much where it ends. But yeah, so that's all the drones. So now, Crankcase, to take him to his robot mode is dead simple. Basically, you take this funny bit on the back here, which is just his arms hiding in disguise. You split that apart, and you can get into this carb section, which splits apart like so, revealing more ugly blue pegs. These, if I can get this on camera, there's a little clip there and a little peg here, and they just clip together like that. And then you can just manoeuvre the arms down and around. They're all on ball joints, so they're quite manoeuvrable, quite posable. Then you just straighten him up a bit, split his legs apart. Oh. And then the big head reveal, just like that. And I think he's quite a nice looking little bot. Again, it's the same with a lot of the power core combiners. The actual commander figure, I think, are really nice. I like this mode in particular because from the front, at least, you can't see any of the horrible garish pegs. On the back, they actually act as heel spurs, which, even though I don't like the look of them, is quite cool, because it gives him really good balance, and he doesn't really fall over at all when he's in this mode, and he looks pretty cool. Again, there's some lovely paint apps on him. He's got like a nice red visor, which obviously matches up with the red from the drones. Nice on his eyes, and he's got some lovely detailed paintwork going on down there. The only thing I find a bit weird is you can see his hands and his fists there. Obviously they're sort of shell formed, moulded into this weird looking bit here. On the Huffer one, these were painted silver, and on this they're just completely left black. I don't know if they'd look better if they were silver, but they could have done something on them to sort of define them a little bit, because in bad light you can't really see them. So yeah, that's my only sort of drawback on this mode is that. But on the whole, I think he's quite a nice looking little bot. Obviously from the side he's just full of power core pegs, but he looks pretty cool there, and he's got this little bit in the middle here. I don't think I've ever actually had that out. I don't have any of the translucent sort of power core weapon shield things that you can plug in. Obviously with them being a remold, Huffer came with like this weird blue minicon thing, and you can plug him onto the front and he'll be some kind of shield. So he comes with that as well, so he's completely interchangeable basically. Yeah, so that's his robot mode. Very nice indeed. Now we got on to the shit part. Right, we're going to transform this into the body mode, torso mode. So flick his head down. These arm panels sort of fold up and around, and you're probably not going to see this. There's a tiny little hole there, and there's a little tab in here. You have to angle them so that it fits in like so, and then flick out the power core peg from the side. Same on this one, you just sort of bring it forwards, angle it in. Give me 1 second, because this one's always has a little bit more difficulty getting in. There we go, angle that in like so, flick out your peg. He'll end up with something a bit like that. Then his legs, a little bit trickier. You go like so. There's a teeny peg here, which pegs into this hole in here. It gives your legs. It gives his legs a little bit more width and thickness, like that. Same again on the other side. You end up looking at something like that. Then you just bend the pegs down, and then he's almost ready to go. So the last bit is this part here, the bonnet in vehicle mode. You pull that out, and it's got a head which you just flick around and up, and then that clicks into place, and he's all ready to go. And he has a lovely head, lovely head. It's quite obviously Menasor, like if I'm being honest, it's obviously Menasor, but with some blue light piping, which you can't really see there. Which fits in with the blue of the rest of the figure, which is very nice. I do like his head. He's got a really nice little face, quite an evil looking grimace on it, and looks cool. Right, now for the horrible bit, the bit that we've all been waiting for, that's fucking gosh, the combining bit. So we'll start off with Rocket's bulldozer one. The port for that is there. I normally put that on this side of him, so just plug it in. You can see that immediately has made this thing extend down, and you just flick the bulldozer bit out, and that's supposed to be some kind of claw hand thing or something, which looks shit. My favourite little plane, pop him in if I can get a hold of it properly. I'm trying to do this so you can see it all on camera. You pop the peg in there, and then his wings sort of come down and become some kind of double shovel hand, like Omega Supreme style hand. Obviously there's zero articulation in that. My little car, which is quite a nice car, you pop that in here, and if I hold it right, everything flips out. Oh yeah, I managed to do that completely off camera. Let's try that again for you so you can see. Everything flips out to become some kind of missile foot, and you can turn the missiles around if you want, so they're facing forward, so you can have like ankle missiles, because I'm sure they'd be useful in some sort of situation. And then the shitty helicopter, which is a bit like the aeroplane from Stakeout, doesn't like to go in very well, so it's actually easier sometimes if you just move it around yourself. So you just put that down and pop that in till it clicks, if I can get it in. This one doesn't want to go in. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Right, that's in there now. And while I was doing that, the other one fell off. Oh, these power core combiners are fucking mint, aren't they? Yeah, so the gun has to swivel back like that, and then that becomes his foot. Yes, that is a foot. I'll let you take that in for a second. It looks fucking gash. So in overall though, he does, I think, actually looks better than Stakeout did, because at least with this one there's there's like an overall colour scheme, and everything seems to fit together and looks nice. It's just the power core drones, they just spoil everything for me. Why would you have one really long, gangly, thin, claw-handed arm, and then oppose that with one, like, I don't even know what that is. It's like some kind of claw. It's just, and then the leg, that helicopter leg, is just absolute mess. What is that? Doesn't look too bad from the front. You look at it from the side, it just looks ugly. The car one looks okay. That turns into a proper foot, so I don't mind that. But yeah, it's an interesting piece. I hope you're getting your sadistic fix, everybody. Right, okay, so size comparison. I've got Dark Aluminium Shockwave, just purely because he's awesome. So you can see he's not much bigger than this is Voyager, obviously Voyager size Shockwave. They're more or less the same height. He's a little bit taller, but Shockwave's probably got a bit more bulk to him. So he does turn into a decent size, but obviously nothing like your G1 Gestalts or anything. So yeah, he's I don't really know what else to say about him. He's a power core combiner. I like his commander mode. I could really live without the drones. They really do nothing for me. Yeah, so there you go. Another power core combiner. That's going to be my last one because I don't have any more, and I don't intend on getting any more. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was Crankcase. Next time I hope to do a video a bit quicker than the last one. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. The reason for that was because I ended up getting this and I've been playing this for fucking yonks, and it's awesome. So if anybody hasn't got that yet, get it. I recommend it. It's mint. And I've also been rewatching all the Venture Brothers cartoons because they're probably the best cartoon after Transformers that's ever been made in the world. I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't already. Anyway, yeah, so that has been Mighty Grimlock with another review for you, and Crankcase in his shit mode. Bleh, fucking shite. It's late, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please comment down below because I like comments, and subscribe if you feel the need. I'm not that bothered. Yeah, anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye. It would have been quite nice with him having such a Menasor style head to have him combined with the Stunticons. Do you not think? Fucking no! They're just as bad, man! They're just as bad! Power Core Combiners, why?